Hello, everybody. Okay, if you have something to drink, enjoy. I'm stuck in traffic and I thought there was a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I thought this is actually just the prime time. So slow moving traffic, might look at you a couple of times and then not look at you. But what I wanted to bring up was something that myself and Mason have been talking about, and that is just that phrase that I'm sure you are all well aware of. What you give is what you get. And he embodied that so beautifully today. So he was at jiu-jitsu, and when he first started, there was a cute little sweetheart who made him feel welcome and partnered with him and showed him how to do the things slowly. And there was a new little boy today in the class, and Mason said to me afterwards that he chose to go with the new little boy as his partner because he remembered what you give is what you get. And he said that someone was kind to him when it was his first class, so he must be kind as well and do the same. And then let's just switch it around at the same time, and the visors up, because as you can tell, the sun is like seriously in my face. It lights me up so well. Okay, so the same applies. Hear me out. You get what you give. Now, if somebody is dishonest towards you, that doesn't necessarily mean that you must be dishonest back. And same applies for if somebody is mean to you, then you must be mean back. No. But, here's a but. If there are people in life that continue to bully or do things, then I do believe, and people can argue me on this, but you always do take the high road and you don't lower to their frequency or their vibration, but you get what you give. So if you're gonna continuously give and cause conflict or harm, then unfortunately, if you are continuously doing it and the receiving end is not, then the receiving end will eventually start doing the same. So I think it's a beautiful lesson to think of in this life. And it's, again, like I said to you, there are some human beings that are just really so hurt. Remember, hurt people hurt people. So unfortunately, if someone's going to continue hurting you, I mean, sheesh. There comes a point where you're going to get what you're giving. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in the same way. So I just wanted to bring that up with all of you. And then there was something else that I also wanted to talk to you guys about. It was such a beautiful thing to witness Mason's. You know, when you teach kids and you are the example for them, then it's really rewarding to start seeing the same being embodied in a tiny human. Because remember, they are the future. They are the ones that are going to lead this world. And that was something else I wanted to bring up. So random, but every single person in this world, whatever it is that you are doing, my gosh, thank you. Thank you for fixing the road. Thank you for being at a toll gate and taking the person's card so that they can pay and go through. Thank you if you are a school teacher. Thank you if you are a hairdresser. Thank you if you make caps. Thank you if you make jackets. I think that we must understand and realize that we are all playing such important parts in the world. And as small as you think your role is, my gosh, it's really not. Do you know I give gratitude to the people that are fixing the street lights when I drive past? I hoot. I give gratitude to the people that are fixing the potholes, because without those people, it would be a mess. And I think that we forget that if it wasn't for a farmer who's planting a seed to grow a banana tree, and if it's not for the person who's picking the bananas or watering, let's first say watering the tree to then produce the bananas, and then the person who picks the bananas and the person who drives the bananas to the shop and the person who packs the bananas out. I'm just talking about one chain. And when we eat and when we do anything, we give gratitude in all shapes and forms. So whenever we eat a meal, we actually give thanks for the entire chain of how it got to that plate. We thank every single person involved. We thank the earth. We thank continuously. And then that brings me on to the next topic. Respect. So there's gratitude and then there's respect. And I'm always saying to Mason, if you want nice things, you have to look after what you have, because whatever you believe in, but God, if he sees that you're being disrespectful, so let's say shoes, big example. So your shoes look disgusting. There's dirt, they're dirty, it looks tacky, it's like gross, and you just keep wearing the shoes and you don't look after them. You throw them in your cupboard, you don't care for them. Now, what would make you think that you would get more shoes? If you cannot even for 1 second respect the shoes that you already have, why would you get a pair that you really want? Same applies for your car. If you are a driver, and I've brought this up before, see, no scratch, confirmation. If you want to drive a Ferrari, and that's your dream car, or a Lamborghini or a Porsche, why? Now, please, why would you get that car if you are not even respectful or grateful for the one you're driving? And I see it. People are living catastrophically. Some people, not everybody, but some people just really have lost all respect for their things. And now if you look at the rich and the famous and the elites and the people that have nice things, they look after it. If you look at a celebrity who has a walk-in closet, all their things are perfectly packed, everything is in pristine condition. Because they respect their things, they receive more. Now it makes you wonder, if you're not being respectful or grateful for what you have, that's why you're not receiving. So I think this may be a humbling moment for those. Take a look at your car. What does your car look like? Are you sweeping the mats? Because your feet are full of dirt and sand and dust and leaves and mud. Then you get in the car and you just wash your car once a month. Do you do that with your body? No, you wash it every day. So same rule applies with your car. Sweep your car. Sweep out the mats. Shake out the mats. Wipe the car. Gets dusty. Then just hose the car down every few days. It's just respect for your vehicle. Same applies for your bedroom. Look at your room. Do you make up your bed? Do you pack away your clothes? Do you just leave your stuff lying wherever? Again, I'll refer to the walk-in wardrobe. Everything is in color coordination. Everything is folded beautifully. And because that also is a consumption of energy. So you are not only respecting and having gratitude for your things, but you are eliminating this use of energy trying to find anything, because you are actually organized and respectful. So therefore, life just is smooth. You receive abundance continuously. So it's not always so much about embodying and this manifestation of this dream life. Actually requires you to just take a look at simple things, 10-10, that you are doing. So I just gave you 2 examples of your car and your bedroom. Now look at your shoes. So we do not enter the home with our shoes. We take our shoes off at the door. Again, it's got dirt, it's got a whole bunch of energy that you've walked all over the place. Now you want to go and walk all of that into your house. Why? Your house can be tidy and clean. If you take your shoes off at the door, then you're not walking any dirt into the house. The house remains a sanctuary. So then you wipe your shoes like you wipe your body. And it's just, sometimes we don't think of these things. And it's so important. And if you can start being an example, then your children will follow suit. And now that is power. If they are organized, if they are respectful, and if they have gratitude, it's going to have a ripple effect, because it's then rippling out to their peers, to their teachers, to their family members, and then everything just runs fluidly and everyone is in alignment. So that was what I wanted to talk about. I don't know if there's anything else that I really want to talk about, but I thought that, prime time, while I was just driving, there was traffic, and then Murphy's Law would be that there's no traffic. Bah! Thankfully for me. But I hope that whatever I said resonated somehow, some way. And you don't have to become ANAL about it. Some people can become quite intense about, the order of things. And I think that there's a fine line between a healthy way of organization. I mean, I packed a suitcase to a trip overseas for 4 days. Okay, 5 days. Medium-sized suitcase with an outfit as well as an outfit for dinner. So essentially 2 outfits a day. And a medium-sized bag is because I know how to organize. I know how to place things so that I get maximum benefit out of it. So I think it's just about your mind shift. And that's also something, I got a message from somebody who has been an addict for 9 years, and they would like assistance from me and my services that I provide. And they asked, why am I so happy? How am I so happy? And I'm happy because I've realized, firstly, I know this is so random to end it, but happiness doesn't come from anything but yourself. It's your internal world. So you getting a Ferrari is not going to make you happy. It'll make you happy for a fleeting moment, and then that will just diminish. And having a girlfriend or a boyfriend is not going to make you happy. And having a dog or a cat or a hamster is not going to make you happy. Having really nice Air Jordans and Adidas high tops is not going to make you happy. And all of these things that people rely on for happiness, one starts to realize, because I've been able to clearly see that none of that matters. What matters is me. And knowing myself enough that I'm happy with who I am, that is pure happiness. So I guess the message today is you get what you give, and be respectful, be grateful, and understand that happiness comes from within. And I know that you guys have heard that endlessly, but you have to start realizing it. And to get to that happiness, unfortunately, or actually fortunately, pain and suffering comes as the consequence. So you got to be able to look at that pain and look at that suffering in order to truly reach full, maximum enlightenment and happiness. So I guess that's it for me, from me. I always say that, for me, from me. But I love you all so much, and I must say, life is great, and nobody, no situation, no circumstance, no environment, no person has any effect on your happiness, because your happiness comes from you. And that is real beauty in this life. So I hope that regardless of whatever's going on in your life, that you don't let it affect you, because you, at the end of the day, get to be happy. You deserve it. And it's 16:16. Okay, I love you so much. There's traffic again. Woohoo! And that's also so fun. I know traffic is, but sheesh, play a good song, have a chat, just sit still. It's lots of fun. Okay, bye.